We've had some storms lately, so let's get our dirty pool looking clean again. Today I'm recording this video using Ray-Ban Meta sunglasses. They're pretty neat, but they only record in vertical. Here's a look at them. I believe it's the left side with the camera. First up, I want to remove as much debris as possible before I clean the filters. Also, I want to brush the sides of the pool to make sure they're nice and clean. Here I've got my pool vacuum doing some work in the hot tub. Now we're going to shut off our pump and open the basket. The strainer basket inside the pump has some debris also. We're going to open the air vent on the filter and take the drain off of the bottom. We'll give it a few turns by hand and the drain plug will come out, draining the entire filter basket. We also want to take the plugs off of the pump housing. There's 2 of them on this model. Now we'll loosen the nut that holds the bracket for the filter housing. Once the nut is removed, you can remove the belt bracket. You'll just pull off over the top of the filter housing. Set it to the side, and now you can remove the top of the filter housing. We can see the 4 filters in this model. We'll remove the top that holds the filters together at the top and take a look at how dirty it is. Pulling out one by one, as you can see, there's a lot of debris. I clean this filter every 3 months, but this last few months have been a little stormy, and all of our trees have done a lot of shedding. We'll spray out all the debris in the filter housing. It'll all drain out the bottom hole. Don't forget to clean the vent screen. We also need to rinse out the pump housing. We'll go one by one, spraying the filters from top to bottom, removing all the debris and cleaning it as much as possible. The first one's all clean and free of debris. Now we'll put it back in the filter housing. Repeat that process for all 4 filters. Then make sure they're all seated correctly, and you can then grab the top holder, rinse it off a little bit, put it on top, and it will hold all filters in place and also the vent. Remember to lube your gaskets and sills. Once everything is lubed up properly, you can plug it up. I'm proud of that line, by the way. Lube your filter and pump rings. Now we'll begin filling the bottom portion of the filter housing. While that fills, we'll put our pump strainer basket in place. Once the filter housing is full of water, we'll move the water over to the pump housing and let that fill up to help prime the pump before we turn it back on. Now we can put the top of the filter back into place. Now we can put the clamp ring back over the filter. Put the washer, spring, washer, and nut on. Start threading it onto the clamp. We'll give the ring clamp a few taps around the outside to make sure it's nice and snug. Then we will tighten until the spring is completely closed. We can take the water out of the pump now, put the cap back on. Before turning the pump back on, make sure that the vent on the filter is open. Move all of your tools out of the way. You can hear the pump kick on. What is happening is the filter basket is filling with water and it's going to push all the air out of the top of the filter housing. Wait for it for a minute. And there it goes. Once it's a steady stream, you can turn it off. We'll test the water now using a testing strip.
Yeah.
I have a little help on this one. There we go. Looks like I just need to add a little chlorine. Go around the edges with liquid chlorine. Let it sit for a couple hours. And now it's looking pretty good. What do you think? Thanks for watching.